Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to quickly talk about my first month with new baby. Amelia's now 5 weeks, and so I wanted to talk about myself a little bit about her development as well. So just briefly I wanted to mention what happens after you've had a baby, because I spoke about my labour and delivery, but not really about what happens straight after you've had your baby in the hospital. So after I've had her, we stayed in the room for around 2 hours or so to do skin to skin and get used to each other. And then they wheeled me onto a postnatal ward where you will share a room with lots of other mums. And I stayed for 2 days. And because the second day I wasn't feeling very well, I had a bit of an infection, I decided to get a private room, which was good because you don't always get to book them. You have to see whether they're available. And yes, they are a bit pricey. They cost £80 per night. I was a bit reluctant, but then Aaron kind of persuaded me to get some sleep, and it was the best thing I've done. So I'm really pleased I did it. And then I was discharged on the second day in the evening. And then once you have your baby at home, there will be health visitors and midwives come in to visit you. First visit was the day after I brought her home. And they weighed her, measured her, and checked everything's okay, I'm feeling okay. And then on day 5, they came again and they took some blood samples from her. They did a prick heel test. And then on day 10, they'll come again and they'll talk to you again, and it will be the health visitor that time. The times before it was the midwives. And health visitor has quite a long chat with you about everything and make sure you're happy with breastfeeding if you choose to do so. And then nobody comes till the 6 weeks, which is next week. So I'm expecting my health visitor to come back to have another check of her weight and how big she is and things like that, and if you're getting on. And then you have to also book a GP appointment for your 6 weeks check, and that's more for yourself to make sure everything's back to normal and you're feeling good, to discuss contraception if you wish to take any, and so that's what's coming up for me next week. In terms of breastfeeding, I didn't really like breastfeeding at the beginning. I don't think anyone knows what to expect if you're a first-time mum. It does hurt. They say it shouldn't, but, you know, let's be honest, it does hurt a little bit. And I had a bit of a thrush as well, which I didn't know about. And until I was diagnosed with it, I went to my GP to see them. I was in quite a lot of pain. So I read somewhere that that's often the reason why mums stop breastfeeding, and I can totally see why, because it was really painful for me. But as soon as I got the medication and the cream and everything, it cleared up, and now week 5 we are fine and it's getting easier every day. And so you can also see the baby. There is Amelia. She's 5 weeks old, falling asleep. Taking ahoy, Michiko. Living without a garden with a dog in the flat, so I have to go out whether I want it or not, and we have a park quite nearby, so every day I would be doing maybe 10-minute walk with the dog or 20 minutes, and I'll gradually build it up to about an hour. And now in week 5 we are going out for, you know, multiple walkies with her, and we are out and about all the time. So I think staying active in pregnancy definitely helped me to get back to normal fairly soon. Sleeping. There is no sleep with babies. Forget it. You will be sleep deprived all the fairness. She's been very, very good, and she's a great baby. We have a little bit of a routine going on now. You can't really call it a routine with a 5-week-old, but I'm trying to stick to certain things at certain times during the day, and hopefully that will develop into a proper routine when she's a couple of months, and we will see how we go. My tummy has gone flat as soon as I delivered, which is incredible, and it was really strange at the beginning, because when I got up the next day I kind of felt a bit out of balance. I was missing my bump, and then breastfeeding really helps to get your uterus back to normal as well. I'll show you my tummy at the end. Obviously there is still a bit of skin and everything, you know. You have to wait for your 6-week checkup to be given the all clear to start exercising, and you shouldn't really overdo it, so I'm trying to be careful and not really use my stomach muscles too much. But I'm looking forward to going back to my yoga and to Zumba and everything else that I used to do, and slowly and, you know, gradually built up my exercise. But I'm not really very strict about my diet at the moment. I'm kind of just eating everything, and, you know, at least 3 times a day, and then little snacks. Now, that's probably all about myself. I'm feeling really good, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm feeling like now I'm getting a little bit more confident with being a mum and being on my own when my partner's at work, and, you know, trying to get housework done and cooking and everything. And Amelia, she is absolutely amazing. She's feeding very well, she's used to it now, so, you know, it takes time to get used to breastfeeding. It doesn't come naturally to babies, you have to learn. She loves going out, she loves being in a baby carrier. She doesn't love the pushchair that much, or the pram. She never ever seems to sleep in there. She always likes to look around, and as soon as you put her in a baby sling, she will sleep. Is definitely now looking and seeing objects a lot more. You can see that her baby mobile, when you put it on, she enjoys looking at the toys going round, and she's definitely interactive a bit more. She started smiling, which is brilliant. I think that's quite early for babies. So it's week 5 and she's smiling, she's responding to us, which is the most amazing moment when you see your baby smile for the first time. So I was really chuffed, and I'll try to film it and see if we can capture it. Oh, Jaminko. Miláčku, je tam Bobby. Opičák. Miláčku. And she is awake a lot more during the day, so she'd probably have like an hour and a half stretch before she goes to bed again. So she'll eat, she'll play a little bit, or, you know, play. Well, she'll stay in her cot at the moment and look at toys, or I'll talk to her and sing to her, and then maybe 90 minutes later she'll go back to sleep and sleep for a couple of hours. We do tummy time every day to make sure she gets a little bit of exercise. Next week we are starting baby massage, which I'm really excited about. That's something I really wanted to do for quite a while. Even before I had her, I knew I would want to do it, and I found a local group that does it, and it will be a 4-week course, and hopefully that will give me a chance to meet some new mums and make some more friends. Nearly 4.5 kilos, so she's quite a big girl for her age, and she's very long as well, or tall, and I'm looking forward to having our 6-week checkup to see how much more she's grown, which is exciting. The only sad bit about that is the baby clothes that she had as a newborn obviously don't fit her anymore, so some of the onesies and little cute outfits that I bought for her have been given. She only worn a couple of times. So if you are expecting a baby, definitely have in mind that you don't need too much newborn stuff, because babies grow so fast. It's heartbreaking if you're not planning any more kids to get rid of them. We will plan more children, so I'm saving those for, you know, the next time. But it's just not really worth having too much stuff. Also, just so you know, we have a dog and we have a cat, and the animals have been brilliant as well. My pets are quite well behaved, I must admit. My dog is a bit jealous, I'm not gonna lie. She was my baby first, and now there is another baby, so she struggles sometimes, and she tries to go out every single time we go out, but she's slowly understanding, and she's learning that, you know, good things happen when we put the baby in a pram, and she gets walks as well. So I'm trying to do like positive association with it. And as you know, I come from Czech Republic. You can tell I've got an accent. I try to speak to Emilia only in Czech. Of course, my partner's British, so when he's at home and he'll ask me stuff, we communicate in English. So, you know, I'll say things in English, but when I'm with her or when I speak to her, when I change her nappy and stuff like that, I try very hard to make sure that I speak to her in Czech only, because I want her to speak Czech, and hopefully that way she will become fluent in both languages. So that's all I wanted to say, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions for me, please let me know, and I'll show you my 1 month after delivery tummy to see what it looks like. This is my tummy after, well, 5 weeks. So from the side, from the front, you can see there's still a bit of excess skin here, but I was very lucky not to get any stretch marks. And funnily enough, I didn't have linea negra, the line here that happens to some pregnant women. And when I had her, all of a sudden, a little bit of it appeared here. So that's really strange. I didn't know it can happen after birth. But that's it. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And as I said, if you have any questions, let me know. And I hope to see you next time. Take care. Bye.